What if I told you that the problem isn't you're not trying hard enough, it's that chicken, rice, and broccoli now taste like cardboard sadness, and your brain has just stopped caring? Yep, that could be the case if you're on a GLP-1 medication like Ozempic, Wegovy, or Zepbound, and you might suddenly feel like food has lost all of its magic. Well, I'm here to tell you, you're not broken, you're not crazy, but instead, you're experiencing a science-backed shift in the way that your brain is now relating to food. So today, I'm breaking down why this happens, what to do when you can't bring yourself to eat healthy foods, and how to actually rebuild your relationship with food rather than trying to white-knuckle your way through it. Oh, and don't forget to smash the subscribe button if you are here for the truth and not the TikTok misinformation. Now, as an aside, did you know that keeping your Zepbound and Wegovy pens at the right temperature when traveling isn't optional, it is essential? These are temperature-sensitive medications that if they get too hot or too cold, that is going to cause degradation of the medication and ultimately make it ineffective. But that is where the For All Family travel coolers come in. They have two models in particular that I really love. The first one is the Voyager. The Voyager can provide continuous refrigeration with USB power, either plugging it into the wall or getting the For All Family power bank where you can be off the grid and still keep your medications good and cool. Their second model, the Medium Nomad, is a little smaller, nice, sleek, and sexy, but it is great for those weekend trips. It keeps your meds cool for 28 to 30 hours with a biogel pack that is TSA approved and is going to help you to make sure that you're traveling with peace of mind. And because you are one of my amazing viewers, you can use my code DANB10 at forallfamily.com and get 10% off your entire order. Again, it is DANB10 for 10% off at forallfamily.com. The links and everything that you need are all down below. So let's start with what the GLP-1 medications actually do. Yes, they lower your appetite, but they also blunt the reward response you get from food. Normally, foods that are high in sugar, fat, and salt will light up the reward centers of your brain like a slot machine win. You get a surge of dopamine, it feels really fucking good, so you want even more. And the GLP-1s help to interrupt that loop. They dampen down that dopamine activation, especially with those hyper-palatable foods, which is fantastic for reducing your cravings, helping you to get in a calorie deficit, and ultimately helping you to lose weight. But the part that no one is really talking about, they also dull the effects and feelings from everything else too. Now, this situation can be even worse if you have a significant history of dieting. And this is especially true if you've survived on bland meals, white-knuckled meal plans, and emotionally restricted yourself from eating various foods. You've already trained your brain that eating healthy food equals punishment. Then we toss in a GLP-1 medication and boom. Now even that sad little piece of chicken breast has zero emotional payoff for you. But what about the ultra-processed foods? Well, because they gave you such a surge of dopamine, they're still dulled and definitely dampened down, but you can still get something from them when you do eat them. So what do people end up doing? They go after the only hit that they can find. Chips, crackers, cookies, whatever is possible to try and get some kind of flicker out of that reward center. Again, not because you're lazy and not because you're doing it wrong, but because your brain is trying to survive this new flavorless food landscape. But here's the kicker of all this. You might be eating less of those ultra-processed foods, and you might actually be losing weight while you're doing it. But if your diet is still made up of a whole bunch of processed foods and snacks that sort of taste okay, well, your body knows the difference. It may lead to things like inflammation, insulin resistance, gut microbiome dysfunction. It could also affect your mood, energy levels, and all of the above. But the weight, it's going down, so that means a good thing, right? Well, if the nutrition is still not any good, you might be losing weight, but that doesn't actually mean you're getting any health gains. And that's why some people on these GLP-1 medications can feel like they're winning on the scale, but still feel like garbage on the inside. Now, the big question is, what can we do about all this? The first thing to do is to check your dose. If food feels like it's dead to you, your dose of GLP-1 medication might be a little bit too high. And bringing that dose down a little bit under the supervision of your care team can help to bring back hunger and start to bring back some of the appeal with food again to make it much, much easier to get that more nutritious whole food in. And a bit of a truth bomb here for you. Hunger is not your enemy. Hunger is a good thing. Hunger is a biological signal that is telling you, hey, you need to eat some food. So having some hunger is totally okay. The second thing you want to look at is making sure that you're not eating like a robot. You're not a macro spreadsheet. You're a human being that loves and enjoys food. And your nervous system and brain crave the satisfaction that can come from good food. And so this is an opportunity to get really creative with your meals, adding various herbs, spices, textures, you name it, experiment, try what works, find the different things, and find that different relationship and different pathway to getting foods to be delicious and so that you can really enjoy them. The goal is to make real, whole, nutritious foods more enjoyable and not something that we just tolerate. One of the other big things that I think people need to do is we need to redefine success. If hitting your goal weight is coming at the expense of energy, mood, digestion, or joy, well, you're not being successful, you're just surviving at this point. So if you're thinking, I don't know what to eat anymore, or I know what I should be eating, but I just don't care, you're not alone. And this is your chance to relearn and heal that relationship with food. Not because you're trying to control it, and not because you're trying to punish yourself, but instead for pleasure, function, and long-term health. Because it's not about how little you eat, it's about how much you thrive. All right, now I want to hear from you. Are you somebody that's experiencing this food apathy while being on a GLP-1 medication? What are some of the foods that you still enjoy eating? And what are some of the foods that are feeling more like a chore? Let's talk about it and normalize this weird, frustrating part of the journey and talk about how we can all start working towards a better relationship with our food. Now, for a quick break here, if you're wondering which GLP-1 medication does what, how do they compare to each other, what are the expectations and rate of weight loss, and what are some of the side effects you can expect, well, then I've got something for you. I've put together a super clear, no fluff PDF one-page document that goes over all the big guys on the market, including Ozempic, Wegovy, Zepbound, Mounjaro, Trulicity, you name it, it is on there. It's free, it's evidence-based, and yes, it is actually easy to read. Just click the link down below in the description, enter your email address, and I will send it right to your inbox. Because you deserve real answers and no more confusion. And if you're ready to rebuild your entire relationship with your food, body, mind, and so on, then you need to check out my Dr. Dan's Empowerment Hub, where you can get the science-backed info that you need from yours truly. As well, you get to join an inspiring community that simply gets it. They have been there, they have done that, and they are here to help you along your weight loss journey. The links and everything that you need are all down below. All right, that is it, and that is all, you beautiful people. I know you love this video, so be sure to like and share to anybody else that you think is going to get some benefit from this video. As well, don't forget to smash that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all the content that I'm putting out. And of course, check me out on all my other channels at the official Dr. Dan. And please remember to stay kind to yourself and that it is the small tweaks that lead to those massive peaks.